Hey everyone, Michael O'Brien here, and today we're going to be taking our first look at the Something Wicked book test by Josh Zandman. Hello my friends, and welcome back to another first look video where my job is to take a closer look at some of the latest and greatest magic to hit the market before it's even landed on the shelves. And today we're going to be taking a look at another Zandman Book Test series book by Josh Zandman. Of course, we're talking about the Something Wicked This Way Comes book. Now this is jam-packed full of some awesome methods, including an all new method that we're going to be talking about in this video. But before we do, I thought it would be appropriate to go ahead and take a quick look at a performance. All right, I want to show you guys something kind of cool. Have you read this book?
No.
Something Wicked This Way Comes. There's a film about it and everything too. It's a Ray Bradbury book. But I want to try a little bit of mind reading. Have you ever had your mind read before?
No.
No? Okay,
not really.
This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. So instead of flicking through the pages like this, right? Jim, would you mind to just say stop?
Stop.
Right, look at the first word on the page.
Okay.
Right, imagine the word in your mind. It's a smaller word, right? Like maybe 3 or 4 letters long.
Yes.
Starts with an S.
Yes.
Ends with a T.
Yeah.
Think of a letter in the middle of the word.
Okay.
I'm seeing like a letter O, is that true?
Yeah.
You're thinking of the word soft? Yeah? It's
Yeah.
pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I want to do something. I want to do something even more impossible, right? I want you guys to actually create an image in your mind. Instead of trying to get a word out of your mind, I'm going to get an image out of your mind. Okay. So we are going to pick a word from the book, and I'll show you some words that I want you to look for, so that we don't get another small word like soft or is, and, the, but, words like that. I want you to look at a word that stands out to you, right? Like maybe lightning is a good word.
Okay.
Right? Or salesman.
For
or
sure.
footprints. These are all good words. But also, I want you to have it be a word that you can imagine an image of, like you could draw a picture of in your mind. Right?
Okay.
So for example, lightning would be a good word because you could picture a lightning bolt.
Right.
Or footprints, really good word. You could picture a footprint on the floor.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
So do me a favor, go ahead, take the book and flick open to any page that you want.
Any page.
Any page that you want. Right? And hold it up so I can't see where you are too. Right? And look for a good word there that you see.
Ooh.
One that you can easily draw a picture of in your mind. You got one?
Yes.
You got one? Perfect. Go ahead and close the book.
Okay.
And we'll put the book away. We don't need that anymore. You're imagining something in your mind.
Yes.
You're not just thinking of the word. You're actually imagining a picture.
Yes.
Yes? And I'm seeing like not a lot of color, huh? It's like black and white mostly. There's a little splash of color in there.
Okay.
But maybe not a whole lot. It's mostly black and white, I'm thinking. I'm also seeing... It's hard to make out. It's a little blurry, but I'm seeing... It looks like a lot of words, like maybe written down. Like a book or a magazine. Is it like a magazine? No, it's not a magazine. It's black. It's a newspaper, right?
Yeah.
You think of a newspaper?
Yeah. Wow. That's wild.
Is that cool?
What?
What a freaking cool book. I'm telling you, this thing is jam-packed full of some really cool stuff. In that little performance video, you saw the original Zandman book test method using the super flashback and the all new any word on any page method. So we're going to talk about some really cool stuff in here. We're going to talk about some other methods as well. There's 5 methods total that you guys can choose from in this book. Oftentimes I've heard a lot of people refer to the Zandman books as sort of the Swiss Army knife of the book test world, and that's absolutely true. 5 different methods packed in here. You can choose to use one of them. You can use multiple methods together. So you can have like a full-on 5 to 10 minute mind reading routine right here, right in your pocket, just in this one book. Or if you just need to do some quick little mind reading thing as a smaller part of a larger act, you can choose a very quick and simple method in here, and then you can instantly be able to read a spectator's mind without having to fish or guess or ask a million questions to try to figure out which word it is that they're thinking of. Now, before we dive into the inner workings of this, let's take a quick break and here's some announcements. Hey everyone, so sorry for the interruption. I just wanted to take a quick minute to thank the newest members of the mob for joining. Thank you guys so much. It's because of you that I'm truly able to keep this channel going. You're gonna get early access to videos, you're gonna access tutorials, lectures, and even get one-on-one access with me where you can pick my brain about anything that you like. If you guys would like to join them and become a member of the mob, please click the join button, or you can click the membership tab right here on the channel for more information. If you guys would like to see some more awesome magic, please head over to my online magic shop at o'brienmagic.com. And as always, if you enjoy these videos, please go ahead and click the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for the interruption, and now back to the video. All right, so what all do you receive inside? Well, of course, you're going to receive the Something This Way Comes book. This is going to be your gimmick. This is all you're going to need to be able to perform everything in the book, right? You're also going to receive one of these. This is a little bookmark. It's sort of themed to be like an admission pass, an admission ticket, right? You see it looks like this. And you're going to use this later on in one of the methods. But it's also just a cool little souvenir gift that you can keep as well. Even if you choose this, if you choose to use it or not, it's completely up to you. What are we going to learn about in here, right? So the first method, and this is the newest method, the newest addition to the Zandman Book Test family. This is the any word on any page method. Now you might be saying, well, wait a minute, Michael, I own other Zandman books. He's done this before. He has other books that have the any word on any page method, and other mentalists have done this too. There's loads of different books out there that have an any word on any page method. But this is the thing that I love about this version of it. This any word on any page method is so streamlined. You don't really have to hardly memorize anything, and you don't have to ask any questions. You don't have to fish. You don't have to try to figure things out. You don't have to have 1,000 multiple outs going on in your head. It really is that direct. Right? So you're just going to hand the book to a spectator, ask them to open to any page that they want, no force, completely fair choice, right? They can change their mind if they want, they can keep going. Once they've decided on a page, you have them look at any word on the page that they want to look for, and you just ask them to make sure that it's a good, interesting word that they can visualize in their mind, because you're going to draw a picture of what they are thinking of in their mind. Once they've done that, they close the book. The book is put away and forgotten about. You never even have to open it or look in it or reference it again. That's put away now. You're just standing there on stage with the spectator, and you can either reveal the word that they're thinking of, or you can even draw a picture of that word, ask them what word that they're thinking of, and then reveal that you drew exactly what it was that they were thinking of. And it's that cut and dry. You don't even have to ask any questions if you don't want to. Now in the presentation, of course, I'm asking questions to make it feel like in real time I'm trying to figure out what it is that they're thinking of. But the book is set up in such a way that I don't have to do that if I don't want to. I can literally just be like, all right, find a word. You're thinking of thunderstorm, right? Like I could do that if I wanted to. But of course, in the book, you're not going to just blurt out the word. You're going to reveal it in a very interesting way. So you're not going to just learn these methods. Of course, you have the 5 main methods, right? Like this any word on any page method is one of them. But you're going to learn a bunch of like subtleties and micro methods and things like that in between each of these main methods that are going to allow you to put on a really good performance, right? So that's the first one. That's the any word on any page method. And again, super simple to do. And if you're like me and you have a really bad memory and you're really bad at like thinking on your feet, and you don't want to have to be like, oh man, I got to do math, I got to figure out which word is this, and I got to do like this like little exercise in my mind. You don't have to do any of that. You're just going to know the word instantly. The second method now, this is the classic Zandman Book Test method. He puts it just about all of his books. This is going to be the super flashback method. So this is the one that allows you to flick through the pages like this. They can stop you at any page that they want. You have them look at the first word on the page, and then without them having to say anything, without you having to guess or fish or ask for anything, I already know that the word that they're thinking of is the word give. It's super duper simple. The book just straight up tells you. Again, you don't have to fish, you don't have to force. It's a completely fair choice. And the thing that I like about this too is this has been designed in such a way that it's lightly examinable. And I say lightly examinable because you can't really read this like a novel. Like if you handed this to someone and you said, yeah, take as long as you want, just go ahead and read it, right? And they're sitting there reading it from cover to cover, it's not gonna make sense. But at a glance, if you ask them, yeah, just flick through the pages, make sure that the first word on every page is different, right? There's nothing to see. They truly can look. And the first word over here is not anywhere else on the page. It's not over here anywhere. It doesn't repeat all over the page, anything like that. It really does feel super fair, right? And it's designed in such a way that when you perform the effect, you're not even looking. You're like looking off into the distance when the spectator is choosing the word and when you're revealing it to them. So it's really, really easy. That's the super flashback method. Now, the third method is probably the easiest method that you're ever going to do. This is the tossed out book. And this is great if you want to read multiple spectators' minds at once. So you're going to take the book, you're going to toss it out into the audience. You can tell them just open any page that you want. But this time, don't look at the first word. Look at the last word on the page. Memorize that word, and I'm going to tell you exactly which word you're thinking of, right? You have 5 different spectators, each thinking of a word. They stand up, they close their eyes, and one at a time, boom, you're just revealing their thought of words. And you're going to just tell them, if I got your word, you can open your eyes and have a seat, and all 5 spectators will sit down. It's got a 100% hit rate. Again, no forcing, fishing, guessing, none of that. The book does all of the work for you. And this is just a very clever design. Again, that's built into the book so that everything is semi-examinable and there's just nothing for the spectators to find. They're absolutely not going to find anything. Now, again, I just want to emphasize, having said that, you don't want to read this like a novel, because if they sit there and they're like reading it, right, like page, the flipping pages, they're going to start to notice something kind of strange about the book because it's been gimmicked in such a way to incorporate these 5 different methods in there. Now, the fourth method is the reverse book test. This is where instead of you flicking through the pages, you're going to give the book to a spectator and they're going to essentially choose the page. And the way that they're going to do that is you're going to grab another book, and it could be any book off the shelf, right? This is the Behavioral Activation for Depression, a Clinician's Guide. This is just, I don't know, a book that I grabbed off the bookshelf over there. My wife's a therapist. This is probably one of her workbooks. You can see that she's like highlighted pages and stuff like that in here. So this is just a random book. This isn't a gimmick. This isn't something that you have to go out and buy. You can literally choose any book off the shelf and this will still work. But what you're going to do is you're going to hand your Something Wicked This Way Comes to any random spectator. And then you're going to ask another spectator to flick through the pages and open to a random page of this book. And you can be completely hands-off at this point. And you can ask them, what page did you land on? And they're going to say 94. Perfect. Go ahead and open to page 94 in Something Wicked This Way Comes. And now you're already going to know exactly what word it is that the spectator is thinking of in that book, right? So in this case, it would be house. I haven't even looked yet, but let's see if I'm right. Right, so what did I say? Page 94. Did I get that right? 94. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but house is the last word on page 94. And it really is that easy. And again, this book is just a random book that I grabbed off the shelf. This isn't a gimmick. You don't have to set this up. You don't have to prepare anything. It's ready to go. You could borrow a book from a spectator. It doesn't matter, right? So really, really cool. Also really easy to do with just a little bit of memorization, but again, nothing crazy. And that brings us to my final and favorite method of all time. And this is the method that incorporates the bookmark if you choose to use it or not. This becomes a 100% self-working method if you choose to use the bookmark. If you choose not to use the bookmark, there's a slight that you need to learn, but it's all covered in the tutorial, which, by the way, if I didn't mention, hi, Michael O'Brien, nice to meet you. I'll be doing the tutorial for the Zandman book. So if you like hearing the sound of my voice, you like my beautiful face, you like joining me here in the O'Brien Magic Studio, you are going to appreciate the tutorial, which is about an hour long and just packed full of juicy information. But you're just going to remove the bookmark, and now you're ready to go. I'm just going to flip through the pages just like I did before. They're going to say stop at any point that they want, right? And they're going to memorize the page number over here on the right-hand page. You can say we worked over here on the left-hand page a lot. Let's stay on the right-hand page this time. Look at that right-hand page and memorize the page number, and then memorize any word that you want on that first line. Make it a good, interesting word that you can imagine an image of in your mind. And then when you're all done, I want you to close the book. So now they're sat there holding the book the entire time. It's in their control the entire time. You're going to read their mind, tell them what word it is that they're thinking of, right? Let's just say in this case, snowflakes is the word that they're thinking of. You're going to read their mind and tell them the word, and then you're going to produce a page. You can produce this page from your wallet, from your pocket, from your shoe. You can have this all the way on the other side of the room, sealed in an envelope underneath a spectator's chair. If you like to do like holiday themed events, this could be folded up inside of a Christmas ornament. If you like, this is a very, you know, sort of dark, creepy kind of novel, right? So maybe you'd use this for like a Halloween style kind of thing, or like a sideshow kind of thing. You can have this appear in some kind of like old chest or Halloween bucket pumpkin thing. I don't know. You can get as creative with it as you want. The moral is that you can have this page really appear from anywhere that you want to. The sky is the limit. You get as creative with it as you want. And no sleight of hand. You just set it up ahead of time and it's ready to go. You produce the page from there. You're going to ask them what page was it that they're thinking of. They're going to tell you the page number. In this case, page 99. Go ahead and look at that page number. What page is this? Page 99. What word was it that you're thinking of? Snowflakes. What word did I circle at the top of the page? Snowflakes, right? And now here is the best part of the whole thing. Remember, they've had this in their hands the entire time, so no switches, no sneaky sleight of hand, nothing. It's all in their hands. You're going to tell them, go ahead and open to page 99 for me. They flick through the pages, and hold on a minute. Page 99 is missing. Is it missing? No, not really, because it's here. It can't be, is it? The same page from the same book, and all of the tears and all of the seams line up perfectly. And it is not only a page 99, and it's not only a page with the word that they're thinking of circled, it is the page. It actually fits back inside the book, and all of the tears and all of the seams and everything line up. And that's just the 5 main methods. Again, you're gonna learn all sorts of other ideas from other creators. You got ideas from Ted Krmilevich, from Banachek, from Larry Becker. Some of my ideas and stuff are in there too. So this is gonna be a lot of fun for you guys. I really, really think that you're gonna enjoy this one. Have a good time with it. Like I said, go back, watch that video again, the performance that I did, and you're gonna notice that there is no point in time where I'm ever trying to truly figure out which word it is that the spectator is thinking of. From the offset, I already know. Of course, there's some acting in there where it makes it feel like in real time I'm trying to figure it out. But in honest truth, this is probably the easiest book test you're ever going to use. I would say out of the 5 methods, only one of them really requires some good memorization skills, and only one of them requires you to do any kind of sleight of hand, and the sleight is so easy that it's almost not even worth mentioning. It's just a very simple sleight, and that sleight can even be overcome again by using the bookmark. You don't even need to use the sleight if you don't want to. So having said that, this is just very, very simple to do. And that bit that I said that required a little bit of memorization, that's not even the any word on any page method. That's a different method in the book. So the any word in any page method, the holy grail method of this book, the main method of this book here, is probably one of the easiest methods to perform. And if that's not telling you how freaking cool this is, I don't know what is. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for joining me here. If you're not already a part of the Zandman Book Test Facebook group, please go join that. I'm in there, Josh Zandman's in there, and a bunch of other like-minded individuals that really love book test stuff. So make sure you go check that out. Give them a shout. Let them know that you saw me here on O'Brien Magic. If you haven't already clicked the like button, if you enjoyed this content, please do so. And again, please subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Take care.